Papua New Guinea is known as one of the most remote places on the planet. It's one of the most roadless places, one of the least developed places. Our mission on this expedition is to make a first ascent down the Beriman River. It's a 4,000-foot deep canyon. It's one of the most distinct features that you can see in the entire South Pacific. To make a descent through a place like this would be pretty landmark in terms of both the sport of kayaking and outdoor adventure in general.
We've got roughly 50 kilometers of river ahead of us, 13 of the most daunting gorges I've ever seen.
Class 6 is something that's death and unsurvivable, but it's also something that can be accomplished by an expert group of paddlers and taken back down with us to the Class 5 realm. We can go ahead and say this river is absolutely Class 6. There's going to be a ton of linked moves through vertical walled gorges with no escape.
Early into their adventure, one of the team is nearly swept away.
Paddle hard, paddle hard, paddle hard, paddle hard.
That was a serious situation because if Pedro wouldn't have been able to paddle out of that spot, he would have been swept underneath rocks and into a grotto where he would have fallen 40 to 50 feet. Kayaking itself, you're somewhat autonomous in your boat, alone, with maybe other people in the water with you, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to navigate the river. The team aspect of expedition kayaking is massive, and it's the only way that these sorts of objectives get accomplished. People don't go in and do these sorts of things solo.
This is literally the last place on the river where we can call this thing off. Beyond here, we're going to be committed to actually making it all the way through the next 13 gorges. I think there's a sentiment in the group that, you know, that we're moving downstream and that this thing's possible. We're going to make it through here.
But they've hit a problem. The next gorge is impassable. They'll have to drop in another way.
Setting up anchors and rappelling hundreds of feet is definitely outside the realm of pure kayaking. And it's hard to trust just a couple of 1/4-inch bolts to you know, a 200-foot sheer drop. Got tension? Tension. Hold me. But this is the only way to make this happen, and it's why we're calling this an expedition and not just another kayaking descent.
The crew safely passed the gorge, but it won't be the last time they need to proceed on land.
Super tired, legs are feeling it. We've had just about enough of this jungle.
Today was a huge day. We made it through gorges 9, 10, and 11. Bit by bit, we're inching our way closer to the ocean.
There's an end in sight, but man, this is like one of the hardest things out here, just hands and feet falling apart. It's hard on you.
After 13 days of navigating death-defying rapids and dense jungle, the team finally make it through to the other side. The first group to ever pass through the Beriman Gorge.
Ocean!